Om Bhurбhuvah-svah Tatsavitur-varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayantam. Saram everyone, one more story about our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai, and as usually I'm sharing with my personal stories because I was Sathya Sai translator for the Russian speaking groups. That was back in 90s. And today's story is connected with a very interesting topic, which is spiritual name. Well, some people ask me what actually Swami told us, especially during interview, about necessity to have, to get, to use a spiritual name. And some devotees, they think that Swami was strongly against all that spiritual names. Some people witness that no, actually he could give to some individuals, some devotees, spiritual names. So it's a very uneasy question actually. And my personal experience is that Swami was very much personal. So it means if certain devotee really needs, will benefit because of spiritual name, Swami himself could just give spiritual name to some devotees, and I can witness that. But for some devotees, he told, no, you don't need spiritual name because you have a beautiful name from your parents and you have to use your own original name. So, in most of the traditions, let's say spiritual, religious, esoteric traditions, they have certain rules. Okay, in some schools, they give spiritual names, that's rule. In some spiritual schools and traditions, they refuse to give spiritual names. But Swami was personal. If you need it, he give it to you. If you don't need, he will explain that you don't need it. And I'm telling about this not in the past tense, but in the present tense, because actually, though Swami left his physical body 2011, actually as consciousness, he is with us even right now. So it means people communicate with Sathya Sai in meditations, or lucid dreams, mystical dreams. So it means he can give you spiritual instruction anytime. He is beyond, physical form actually. Okay, generally speaking, spiritual name people use in a Hindu tradition, Buddhist tradition, Christian tradition. In many religious and spiritual traditions, people sometimes use so-called spiritual names. What is the meaning? The meaning is that if you receive initiation and your guru become your spiritual father, and to indicate this adoption, your guru gives you spiritual name. So it means he is your father and he gives you a name. That's one meaning of so-called spiritual names. Another meaning is for example, a certain spiritual name, it has meaning and vibrations and philosophy behind it. And if Guru gives you spiritual name and you use this name in a daily life, you introduce yourself like this, and even I know some people even changed old documents and they took the spiritual name and started to use it quite in a legal way. They change all the papers, all the documents. Sometimes it's happened even like this. And then while using the spiritual name, you can transform your personality, because your new name has certain power and certain meaning, and you awake certain qualities in your heart because of using this special name. So that's another reason. But Swami's approach was that we have to respect our parents, and even if generally speaking it's good to receive spiritual name for the purpose of transformation, Swami's point was that we have to respect our parents. And if your parents gave a certain name, you have to use this and respect your parents and respect your religion, because the subtle point is that to change name means to change religion. Suppose I was born in Russia in an Orthodox Christian family, and Swami told me so many times, like, you don't need to be converted into Hindu religion. Please remain as Christian, study Bible, practice Christian prayers. But if I change my name into Sanskrit one, so actually the hidden meaning of that is that I'm stopped to be a Christian and become a Hindu, because that's also the meaning. And let me repeat again and again that I know few Westerners to whom Swami himself gave spiritual names, so that's also historical fact. But when I discussed with him the question of spiritual name, he asked me, okay, what is your name? I told him, okay, my name is Dubyansky, and he told, yes, right, your name is exactly like this, and you have to use only this name because that's the proper way to practice for you. That was Swami's message personally for me. And later on, after that interview, when I discussed this question, this topic, actually 3 times in different ashrams, different gurus were trying to give me a spiritual name. One time it's happened in South Indian ashram, and the second time in Himalayas in one Kriya Yoga ashram, and the third time in one Buddhist Tibetan tradition. They also tried to give me spiritual name, but very interesting. All 3 times my intuition told me, no, it's not the point for me to use this so-called spiritual names. Let me remain with my original name. So that's the story about spiritual names. I'm sure that it's very useful for everyone to know this very complicated actually situation, because quite sometimes Indians or Westerners who are practicing meditation, self-inquiry, they come to a certain point when they start thinking, okay, maybe I should take spiritual name to transform my consciousness, etc. Well, that's very much personal. Maybe yes, maybe not. So ask Swami, and during meditation, for sure you will receive answer, or maybe he can come to your mystical dream and just tell you what is the best way for you personally. Sairam, see you next time. Om Vaim Klim Prana Krishnayam Bhavajidevayam Paramishti Gurave Namaha.